This is our first time holding this reception virtually. It's also the first time we've had an attendee come from the European Union. So maybe we'll get through COVID and expand our horizons. But welcome to all. Some of you may not be that familiar with the League. We are a nonpartisan organization. We encourage voting and the informed and active participation of all citizens in government. We influence government through education and advocacy. The League does not support or oppose any candidate or political party. Our focus today will be on the award winners, and we will highlight many of the varied benefits they bring to our communities. We started this process very early in the year, and these awardees were actually selected in February before COVID shut everything down. And we had planned a very lovely reception with our usual hors d'oeuvres and desserts and sparkling cider. So that's the intention we come to you with, is that spirit of a little bit of a party. Joining us today to recognize these people of community service are a number of elected officials or their representatives. Please join me in welcoming Highland City Council Member Penny Lilburn, San Bernardino Community College District President Ann Vericel, and San Bernardino School Board members Margaret Hill and Gwen Rogers. The Citizens of Achievement reception is our annual fundraiser, so we gratefully recognize today's sponsors, Jody Eisenberg, Scott and Betsy Starbuck, and Rabbi and Hillel Cohn. Finally, allow me to introduce our very awesome and gracious Mistress of Ceremonies, Twyla Evans Carthen.
Thank you very much. Well, good afternoon and welcome once again to our 45th Citizen of Achievement and Civic Engagement event. And this is truly our first virtual ceremony. So I'm so excited that you're going to be a part of this program this afternoon. And I'd like to get started by recognizing our first honoree for the Citizen of Achievement event. And that is Stephanie Argentine, nominated by League member Penny Lilburn. She's a hair designer in the North End of San Bernardino and also owns one of the largest martial arts schools in Southern California, Arrowhead Tang So Do. Surviving a violent crime when she was 19 years old, she educates women and girls on self-defense. Over the past few years, she has given strength, hope, power, and confidence to hundreds of women in the community. Volunteering and giving back into the community gave her school the opportunities to fundraise to help others. Each year, she's selected to adopt a cause of the community Christmas project to show her appreciation for community support. The City of Hope, the Highland Senior Center, Highland Veterans, in addition to Home Instead, Animal Rescue, to name a few, were among the selection to support. She has served as a volunteer coordinator for the San Bernardino International Airport Festival and serves on the Highland Chamber of Commerce Board. Congratulations for your contributions, Stephanie, in making a difference. Please join me in giving her a virtual round of applause. Now, at this time, we would like for Stephanie to share a few words with us.
Thank you so much for this honor. I really appreciate it. It's truly a pleasure to have two businesses in the Inland Empire and be a part of the Highland community. The support that we've given to the community has come back tenfold for my students, and we've been allowed to travel the world competing for the United States. A lot of the stuff we just do because we love our community and it just keeps getting stronger. And I really appreciate the City of Highland, the Highland Chamber of Commerce, San Bernardino International Airport, and everybody that has sponsored us, supported us in many, many ways. The Highland Community News as well. And I'm very, very honored to be part of this today. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Our next honoree is Miss Ruth Labar, nominated by League member Jim Mulville. She has a business owner, and as a true, fabulous, successful business owner, Ruth is a contractor for interior design. She served on the All-America City Committee, which brought recognition to San Bernardino in the 70s. She served and volunteers on the San Bernardino Float Committee during the time period when the city entered a float in the Rose Parade, and hopefully when it returns, we'll have one for her to be a part of. She is an amazing businesswoman who gives back to the community in many ways, including serving on the boards of the San Bernardino Symphony Guild, the Assistants League, and the board of the Fullerton Art Museum at California State University, San Bernardino. Congratulations, Ruth. Please join me in congratulating Ruth Labar Chatham.
Yeah.
Awesome. And so at this time, we'd like to invite Ruth to share a few words with us.
I want to thank you. I was overwhelmed and surprised to have gotten this honor. And so I am very grateful and appreciative. One of my philosophies has always been being grateful because it has been from community support that I have been able to maintain my business relationships and grow my business over the years. And so I have always felt that I owed back to the community as it was due to the community that has supported me. Now, I can't do this and say that I did this all by myself, so I do need to say a special thank you to my family, especially my sister that's been by my side for many years, my mom, my kids, many employees that have allowed me to be able to volunteer into the community in the different activities. But I think over and above that, I find this event with such gratitude that 100 years ago, there were women that marched and supported and did everything that they possibly could that allows us to be able to vote today. And they paved our pathway, and I think that there's more weeds that need to be picked, and it's up to us to continue the path of commitment into voting rights and expanding our community support. So thank you again for this very gracious award. I appreciate it.
Now our next honoree is Ms. Ann Davis Schultz, nominated by League member Marilyn Patterson. Ann is an alumna of California State University, San Bernardino, where she earned credentials in early childhood and elementary education. After she helped to launch a statewide initiative for developmentally delayed youth and adults called Project Workability, she earned her master's degree in education with specialization in counseling. Along her career path, she has been employed by the Colton Unified School District, as well as these other Inland District's county offices. After she retired, she started volunteering for Loma Linda University Health with their Pet Assisted Wellness program. She also volunteered with CASA and became court-appointed Ed Rights holder. She enjoys dancing and became a Zuma Gold instructor. She was appointed in 2018 to the Redlands Park and Recreation Commission. She worked polls as an assistant supervisor for the 2020 November primary. And Ann has taken her dog to provide canine therapy for children and adolescents at the Loma Linda University Behavioral Medicine Center in Redlands, and advocates for education rights, and serve as a member of the City of Redlands Park and Recreation Advisory Commission. Congratulations, Ann, for your contributions to your community. Thank you so much. And would you be so kind enough to let us know how much you really enjoy getting this award? Let's give Ann a round of applause. Ann, would you like to give a few words?
Well, if Ann comes back with video and microphone, perhaps we can come back to her.
Thank you very much. We'll continue on to our next honoree, which is Claudia Oaks. Claudia Oaks was nominated by League member Dottie Garcia. She's a lifetime resident of San Bernardino and has contributed to our community in many ways throughout her life. She was one of the founders 25 years ago of the Del Rosa Neighborhood Action Group, which was the first neighborhood council in the city of San Bernardino and has been a model for others. She was a realtor who sold primarily in the Del Rosa neighborhood of the city, who called together a group of residents to address the blight problems that were multiplying in that residential area. Elected officials and law enforcement were invited. Blight and crime were the main topics of discussion, and it was apparent that the residents wanted change and a better quality of life for the area. Since then, many areas have formed neighborhood associations, and there's now an active council composed of the presidents, each group. Now, it's also known as an acronym of Dr. NAG. It is still the largest, and she continued to serve the group as president several times and as an active member, editing the newsletter and initiating service and fundraising projects. Thank you so much, Claudia, for your contributions to the neighborhood. We really appreciate you and welcome the opportunity to congratulate you. Let's all give her a fabulous round of applause. And now, Claudia, would you like to share some words?
Yes, thank you all so much. I appreciate all that applause. It felt so good. It's a real honor to receive this from the League of Women Voters. I can't even believe that 25 years have gone by since we started Dr. NAG. And of course, it doesn't start with just one person. It's been a lot of really wonderful, hardworking people that have continued and made Dr. NAG hold on. And at times that's what we feel like we're doing, but we press on and we find new members, new leaders. It's been an interesting experience and I've enjoyed it tremendously. And I'd like to just thank you all again for this gracious, gracious gift and award. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. Now our next honoree is Miss Vicki Lee, nominated by League member Virginia Marquez. Now Vicki will not, actually Vicki is an amazing woman who earned her undergraduate and graduate degrees from University of Redlands. Vicki wears multiple hats in the community, including being one of our queens. She is a business owner, employed with San Bernardino Unified School District, community activist, church leader, actress, mentor to youth, and volunteers to enhance the lives of seniors. She serves as coordinator of the Our Children Sing program and serves on a number of boards, including those court-appointed special advocates, San Bernardino City Library Foundation, Young Visionaries, Hope to Home, Dignity Health Foundation, and the Home of Neighborly Service. She was an appointee to the San Bernardino Charter Committee. And thank you, Vicki, for being our queen. At this time, let's give Vicki. Vicki, if you'd like to give us some words, please.
Yes, I would just like to say thank you so much for this wonderful honor. It is a blessing being a servant to the community, and I thank all of my support system, and I thank God for you and all of the work that you all do. You all please keep me in prayer. My husband just passed away this week.
And we definitely will, Vicki. And on behalf of the League of Women Voters, we're happy that you were able to join us at this difficult time this afternoon, and we celebrate you. Our next honoree is the Reverend Veronica Martindale Taylor, nominated by League member Twyla Evans Carthen. Reverend Martindale Taylor is an alumna of Loyola Marymount University who works for the San Bernardino County Department of Public Health Nutrition Program. She is chair of the San Bernardino Police African American Advisory and Sheriff's Information Exchange Committee. serve associate minister at New Hope Missionary Baptist Church, oversee the youth and Christian performing arts at department, works with youth in the Unspeakable Praise group, and is currently the production parent assistant with the San Bernardino Teen Music Workshop, Sol Puente. As an activist leader, she is a Measure Z and Bureau of Franchises Commissioner for the City of San Bernardino, who chaired the Black Culture and the San Bernardino City Fine Arts Commission that aided in placing the life-size sculpture of Miss Rosa Parks in the Rosa Parks State Building in downtown San Bernardino. Please join me in thanking Reverend Veronica Martindale Taylor for her contributions to our community. Let's give her a round of applause. And would you like to share a few words, Reverend Martindale Taylor?
Yes, I would, and thank you so much. That applaud does make your heart feel good. Good evening, everyone. I am truly blessed to be present this evening. First, let me give thanks to my Lord and personal Savior, Jesus Christ, the San Bernardino Area League of Women Voters, my family, friends, and all attendees. I am so honored and grateful for receiving the Citizens of Achievement Award. My mother, the late Reverend Barbara Nettles, reared me to strive to be a model citizen. At the age of 10, my mother and I would go from door to door, educating and recruiting residents to vote for the improvement of the 6th Ward. Still today, I understand the importance of our votes. Thank you, League of Women Voters, for working to encourage and inform and active participation of citizens to vote. This award holds a value and a torch for me to pass down to my children, Bronique and Jemani. I would like to thank my family and friends, Gayleen Cook, Twyla Evan Carthen, Marilyn Reed, my pastor, Dr. Michael and Lisa Owens, New Hope Missionary Baptist Church, Keisha Hart, Makita Francisco, Jenny Silverstein, Gwen Dowdy Rogers, and Mother Margaret Hill. Thank you again, League of Women Voters. Your board and staff are awesome. Congratulations to all awardees, and thank you for making a difference in a community, our community, and a difference, and you are the difference we need. Thank you again for my recognition, and I relinquish my mic. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Now we'd like to recognize Mr. and Mrs. Joseph and Elsie Collino, nominated by League member Twyla Evans Carthen. Mr. Joseph Collino, Chief of Police for San Bernardino City Unified School District, alumnus of California State University, San Bernardino, and member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, and spouse, Mrs. Elsie Collino, county worker, freelance photographer, member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, Silhouettes, and member of Socialites Incorporated, work together as a team to perform community service in the Inland Empire. They are known for enhancing the lives of all age groups, including mentoring, leadership development, and providing food for those in need. Their joint contribution to society started when both were serving for our country in the United States Army. Thank you for your service. This team couple is spotted throughout the Inland Empire, volunteering for various organizations, including the Kiwanis Annual Toy Drive, community events who provide food and assistance to those in need, and remind all those who lead, you don't need a title to lead or to make a difference in society. Thank you so much, Mr. and Mrs. Collino. We're very proud of you, and thank you for your service once again. Let's give this couple a round of applause. At this time, we'd like for you to provide some remarks.
Well, thank you very much. It sounds like we just scored a touchdown. So we appreciate the San Bernardino Area League of Women Voters. We appreciate you, and This award is real dear to us. We appreciate you seeing us in that African proverbs, I see you, which means I love you. So on behalf of all the Collinos, those that's yet to come, in terms of our great grandkids, as we set this legacy in our community to make sure that we give back. We're trying to pay back an invoice with no amount on it. So we do our best to be able to give back. So thanks for seeing us. It's always that urgency to give thanks. And once again, to the LWS, thank you very much for honoring us. And God bless you and keep you.
God bless you too. Thank you so much. We are so thankful for all you do. Now we'd like to recognize our next honoree, Malay Robertson, nominated by League member Lois Carson. She's an alumni of both California State University San Bernardino and California State University Fresno, and part of the leadership team for California Department of Transportation. Malay is known for establishing partnerships to enhance the lives of others in the communities in which she lives, works, and serves. Ms. Robertson is the president of the Inland Empire section of the National Council of Negro Women, which operates the Thune Center in Rialto, California. The center serves youth and adults, providing job training and education assistance. Ms. Robinson is also part of the leadership team for Sojourner's Heaven Group Homes for Youth. Both organizations allow her to have a positive impact in the lives of youth in the community. She has also worked with several organizations to provide voter education, voter registration, and Census 20 information. Please join me in congratulating Malay Robinson on this Civic Engagement Award. Malay, would you like to share a few words with us?
Yes, thank you. I just first would like to say thank you for the honor from the League of Women Voters and Ms. Carson for the nomination. I would also like to thank the members of the Inland Empire section of the NCNW, and especially my mother, Mayor Deborah Robertson, who is here with me today. It's been an honor to lead and serve the community of Rialto and the neighboring communities of Rialto. It's also been an honor to work with the current executive board and to have their support through our challenging times and our great times of the Inland Empire and CNW. So with that, I'd just like to say thank you again, and I do really appreciate the nomination, Ms. Carson, and your guidance and leadership during my presidency of the section. And Ms. Carson is our founding member of our section, so it's been an honor to represent the section for the last 4 years. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Malay. And so our next honoree is Carlos Taran, nominated by League member Virginia Marquez. Mr. Taran is well known in San Bernardino, where he organized the Mount Vernon Neighborhood Watch. Leadership with the Neighborhood Watch, Mr. Taran is active with Knights of Columbus, Council 4488, where he holds a position as an officer. Also, he volunteers with Mary's Mercy Center and recognized as Man of Distinction by Assembly Member Eloise Gomez Reyes. Mr. Taran also works to educate his community on various issues and volunteers with many other organizations to support those in need. Please join me in congratulating Mr. Carlos Taran. Awesome. Mr. Taran, would you like to share a few words with us?
I would love to. I'd just like to say that I'm honored to be recognized by the Lead Women of Voters, and I appreciate. I'm not most of a talker. I'm more of a walker, and I like to just keep influencing others to do what's right. And we're all doing the fight out here on the west side, my brothers and sisters. And I love the city of San Bernardino, born and raised, and I am a fabric of this community. And I also want to thank the the women's lead voters to encourage and keep doing, and everybody to do their civic duty to keep voting. That's the most important thing. That is our right that we fought for, and we want to continue to do it. And thank you, and God bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you, Carlos. Our next honoree for the Citizen of Achievement Award is a couple, Tori and Gail Weinstein Certain, nominated by League member Cindy Nemrikat. They're founders of the Inland Empire Youth Mentoring Action Network, which is involved in student civic engagement. Their work benefits youth by awarding scholarships for college, organizing youth advocacy, and providing wellness and self-care workshops. Their hard work in mentoring young people is such an amazing way as they find ways to help the youth with their academics. Personal and professional success is among the reasons why they were being recognized this afternoon. So please join me in congratulating them for their Citizen of Achievement Award. Would you like to share a few remarks?
Sure, go ahead. I just want to thank you all for supporting us, affirming us, seeing us, as the other couple said, with this award. We're really thankful to be able to work with young people every day. We share this with them. Young people deserve to be loved, celebrated, affirmed, resourced, collaborated with, all of those things. And so I'm just thankful to be able to do that work every day, and thankful to the League of Women Voters for giving us this award to say that you see that work that we're doing. Young people deserve the best of us so that they can be better than us.
I would like to thank you as well. Again, being able to have youth speak through music, because that's the part I play in this whole shebang, is very empowering for them. But get out and vote. To vote is what we need to do. And we're always telling our young people it's very important to do that. And thank you, League of Women Voters, San Bernardino. Thank you. It's an honor. Thank you.
You're welcome. Our pleasure. To revisit one of our Citizen of Achievement Award honorees, Ms. Davis Schultz. We recognized her and we wanted to afford her an opportunity for remarks. Ann, are you on the line?
I wanted to start by, first of all, thanking Marilyn Pattison, who's a member of the League of Women Voters. And we met in a Zumba class where I was the instructor. And she was a admirable student, always participated, encouraged others, and she was a joy to get to know. I also wanted just to let you know that my dogs are a Labradoodle named Bella, and a rescue from the San Bernardino Animal Shelter, Darla. And she is three things. She is a mini dachshund, a Shetland sheepdog, and a whippet. And she is a darling, and especially the younger children love her. As you said, I'm a court-appointed special advocate for 2 adolescent boys. No matter where they go in the U.S., I work with them and make sure their education is taken care of. Locally, I am on the Parks and Rec Commission, and my one proud achievement is I was able to name a park in Redlands, Laramie Park, because it sits on Laramie Street, and the neighbors of Laramie were the ones that got it going. So I felt they needed that acknowledgement. My husband, Bob, and I are still doing things in the community, just like everyone here. We are making lunches every week for people who are homeless or short on food, and we deliver those weekly. There is a quote I wanted to share by Susan B. Anthony that's absolutely one of my favorites. Sooner or later, we all discover the important moments in life are not the advertised ones, not the birthdays, graduations, or weddings, not the great goals achieved. The real milestones are less proposing. They come to the door of memory unannounced, stray dogs that amble in, sniff around a bit, and simply never leave. Our lives are measured by these. So as how the former nominees shared their experiences, this is really what we do. We do the simple things that make a difference.
I want to again thank you to the San Bernardino chapter of the League of Women Voters for selecting me and honoring me for the everyday acts that I do out of concern and caring for others. I'm very honored by the award, and I'm grateful for those that believed my contributions, along with everyone here, are worthy to be recognized. Thank you.
Thank you, Anne. We really appreciate all you do. And with that being said, that sums up our Citizen of Achievement Award honorees that were recognized this afternoon. And now we'd like to move forward with the Civic Engagement Award to present to Eta Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated was founded in 1908 on the campus of Howard University. Since then, the sorority has flourished, and the membership has galvanized to the point whereas there's power and influence, consistency among the forefront of social change that has resulted in equality, equity for all citizens of the world. Eta Nu Omega chapter is a branch of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated and is receiving the Civic Engagement Award for their local civic engagement in our community. Eta Nu Omega chapter provides and promotes educational and cultural activities for communities in Riverside and San Bernardino counties. Since it was chartered in 1961, Eta Nu Omega chapter has provided more than $300,000 in scholarships to students in the Inland Empire. Members have also conducted voter registration and provided supplies for people dealing with home and food insecurities. Please join me in congratulating the women of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Eta Nu Omega chapter. Let's give them a round of applause. Accepting the award on behalf of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Eta Nu Omega chapter is Ms. Elizabeth Macon, also known as Liz or Penny.
It's an honor to accept this recognition from the San Bernardino League of Women Voters. I will just reiterate a few things that Twyla talked about. We share a similar history in the number of years that we've been around. The League of Women Voters is 100 years old. Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated is 112 years old. Our local chapter, Eta Nu Omega, was established in 1961, and we have been serving the San Bernardino and Riverside communities for 59 years. We're involved in youth education, providing scholarships, addressing women's health issues, seeking to raise the economic status of our citizens, and supporting the homeless and refugee communities. Clearly, we are a servant organization. Before and with the advent of women's right to vote, we as an organization sought to be a significant part of advancing the movement. Presently, we are partnering with Michelle Obama and the When We All Vote team to, number one, increase voter registration. Number two, provide voter education. Number three, increase participation in every election and close the race and age gap by changing the culture around voting. We are here to be the change we want to see in the world. So again, to the San Bernardino League of Women Voters, thank you for this wonderful recognition.
On behalf of the League of Women Voters, we'd like to congratulate all our 2020 honorees. Let's all unmute and let's give them a big round of applause. On that note, I'd like to turn it over to our co-president, Ms. Jody Eisenberg. Thank you.
Thank you, Twyla. I'm Jody Eisenberg. I'm co-president along with Betsy Starbuck of the San Bernardino Area League of Women Voters. This event, as you know, is traditionally our annual fundraiser. So if you're inclined, please make a donation on our website. As our name suggests, we are all about voting. So I would be remiss if I did not remind you all to vote in the presidential election on Tuesday, November 3rd. And you'll find a link to register to vote on our website if you aren't already registered, or if you've moved since the last time you voted. You can also refer friends and family members to our website to that link so that they can also register to vote. And because we're all about voting, we also provide online services with voter information, and that's called the Voter's Edge. It contains nonpartisan information on all the ballot measures, and as you know, this year they're numerous. And candidates are also invited to put up their information on the Voter's Edge website. That is, the link to that is also available on our website. I invite you to join the League of Women Voters of the San Bernardino area. We are a membership organization, as you know, and we are made stronger by the diversity of the people who join our organization. On our handy dandy website, you can join the League of Women Voters. It's really simple to do. It's mylwv.org, and you just click in our name and you get right to our website.
Thank you again, everybody, for attending. I'm not sure we want to do this again, but I think that we did the best we could under a very trying situation. And we hope that, if nothing else, that this is an enlightening event where you find out about all the good works that are happening in our community and the very many ways that people contribute. So with that, I will sign off and thank you once again on behalf of the League of Women Voters.